Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Can man, the hell with rap." I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vigors. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah. I don't like niggas, what's wrong with me? I'm a hype nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is, and Happy New Year. This episode is sponsored by Underdog. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog app. Use code MACE, CAM, or STAT to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash with your first deposit and a free pick. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Mase and Cam.
Murder! How you doing, man? Yo, this nigga play too much, man. Oh, shit. What's happening? Oh, man, this is crazy, man. All right. How was your vacation, man? How was your vacation?
Mine was great. I saw snow for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
I made a snowman. How was yours?
What you? Oh, man. Okay. Yo, this nigga.
It's what they want.
Well, Mase, I'm glad you're enjoying your popcorn. We got a lot of things to talk about. A lot of people had a lot of things to say. Could start football, or we could start there. Where do y'all want to start?
Yeah, listen, man. Listen, I'm going to address a couple things because we've been on vacation. And a lot of niggas been talking since I was on vacation. We're going to start with Jomo. We'll start with Jomo. And you are a guardian angel and designer, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, my nigga? You are from the Bronx, bro. You are not from Harlem. Why do you keep thinking that you are from Harlem, bro? You are not from Harlem. I did not grow up with you, my nigga. I did not grow up with you. Contrary to what you believe, I did not grow up with you. You are from the Bronx. Did your grandmother live? Did your grandmother live in Harlem? Yes. Did you come see her? Yes. Did I see you time to time? Yes. I did not grow up with you. You talk about dick riding down. That's where this old shit, I would have left you alone. I would have left the old shit alone. But listen, dick riding, do you remember how we met, nigga? Pause. Not met, how you got cool with us? This is how this started. I want y'all to go Google Cameron 1995 freestyle.
Lieutenants and pennies with a 44 Johnny Honey. And now I make Gotti money. Niggas wanna be cool but couldn't piss in my potty money. And I stuff my dick in your door, the bucket in order, bucket that's water, running from cops, like a report, sweating niggas like buckets of water. I got the jack running off, it's like looking for a squad, it's like fraud tonight, the body shit was starting.
Don't make it a habit, G, or I'ma extinguish two in your cavity. Cause where I'm from is like a ghost town. We packing toast clown, fuck around. Your bitch ass to get a blown crown. Doggy, you think the way you say is raw as bloodshed. I make your block hotter than that state that Barkley played.
Yeah, now go Google Mase, Cameron Cardan, DJ Clue.
Niggas don't understand, son. The bullets in their calf and they can't run. Niggas all on top of you, beat you down with handguns. Bust back slugs, but you never get the land one. Run with grimy niggas and die with shit your man done. You dream the world I'm living in. Wanna fuck the bitches I be swimming in. Cute, but don't confuse me as I'm feminine. Wilder than them cats that be rowdy to the Benjamin.
Google Children of the Corn 12-minute freestyle.
nigga like a blast mag. Put niggas in trash bags, so dash bags will get your ass tagged. Hey yo, the gruff been rough for years. I be bucking queers and throw the ass down the fucking stairs. Step to this and you a doom victim. Hey yo, I'm iller than that shit that fuck up your immune system.
Google Bloodshed and Cameron, Children of the Corn, freestyle.
Snapped up, I dare to ask to act up. You hear me? Yeah, I'd rather off that you near me. I'd rather have you fear me than have your mother teary-eyed. Flowers, candles, 40 bottles, very die. No, we lie.
But the young kid had to show his
Yeah, see, I run with Mr. Kids. You'll have a twisted wig playing R. Kelly when you know my ass Mr. Big.
Are you at any of these places? No, nigga. You was not there, man. You wasn't there, nigga. This is what happened, how Joe Mo got cool with us. Them freestyles that we just showed y'all, go Google them, have fun with them when you get time. We were popping. It wasn't no internet. Mase, myself, Big L, even though Mase and Big L on the same page, Bloodshed, my man Herb McGruff, we were super duper popping in the street prior to the internet. Everybody knew we was about to get a record deal. Everybody knew this, nigga. It wasn't no secret. Basically, you heard our freestyles. And you came up to me one day when I was chilling in front of the house, you said, and this word to my dead mother, yo, man, I heard the freestyles, y'all killing shit. Yo, you know my grandmother died. If y'all wanna come by and just hang out, y'all could, y'all more than welcome. We like, all right, Joe Mo, thanks. It didn't really make sense at the time because we like, yo, my nigga, where's Joe Mo inviting us to his house for? Even though he cool nigga. But it didn't make sense to be going to Joe Mo house. More freestyles come out. Yo, I heard the new shit you did. I heard the new shit you did. Yo, you want to come through? Come through. Why? Why are we going to Joe Mo's house? Cool. One day, I'm leaving Mace's house on the west side, going back to the east side. I stop at Joe Mo's house. His grandmother died, God bless her dad. And he had a free crib. So yeah, I would bring some bitches over there to fuck sometime. A little crack maybe. I'd be at everybody's house though. I love my grandparents. My grandparents were strict. I stayed at Duke the God house. I stayed at Mase with Kuda. I stayed at her. I stayed a bunch of. I never needed nowhere to stay. You act like niggas on your couch. You was a fan, nigga. You begged us. You are a fan, nigga. A fan. We didn't grow up with you. I am from 140th and Lenox. I am from NFL. Up the block was 40 Wolves. Lou Simpson's on 142nd Cross Square. D. Ferg on number 8th Avenue. I don't see you around none of this. Shout out to my nigga, what's the nigga Final Four Billy and them used to, you not from none of that. So you gonna sit around and act like you been around all this Harlem shit and everything. You ever see somebody from Harlem try to act like they from Harlem so bad that you gotta keep saying, I'm from Harlem? Niggas from Harlem know who's from Harlem. You don't have to keep saying you from Harlem. So that's first and foremost. All this, yo, niggas was on your couch. You were fanned out and you begged niggas to come to your house after you heard all these mixtapes. That's how you got in, nigga. You was so cool. And we was like, yo, Joe Mo's a nice guy. Mace like, yo, I think I'll teach him how to rap. Mace actually taught you how to rap. Literally. He taught you how to rap. You say it. Matter of fact, bring up the clip.
And Mase helped me learn how to rap.
Mase taught me how to rap. Mase actually showed me, he was the first person to show me how to rap.
Mase actually sat me down and showed me the magic to rap.
We taught you how to rap, nigga. How you ran the whole organization. How you made Diplomat. Nigga, you ain't make none of this stuff. You was a fan. I put you down because you had a free crib and you was a nice guy. That's how you got down originally. Period. Now, to the next point. This all started because I asked 50 Cent a question. Cool. I thought it was cool to ask 50. The shit happened 20 years ago, however many years ago. I thought it was all good. I had no problem thinking, yo, okay. He tricked niggas out their spot, came to the spot. I know 50 said it. And they went under, he was funny. I thought it was funny when he said the shit. But I didn't think it'd be a big deal because you make up with every nigga that put hands on you. But I see the pattern now. If a nigga agree to disagree with you and don't want to take it that route because they got some genuine love for you, you keep going on and on and on. Every nigga that put hands on you or you get to altercation, you cool with them. I see you with C Gutter. Junior Mafia, cool. I see you taking pictures with True Life. It's cool. Man, DC, y'all having sit-downs to work out. Gunshots was let off with that. Y'all having sit-downs to work it out. You tried to chase French Montana out the game. That ain't work out. Y'all got cool. So cool that you go to his video shoot. Pardon me, not his video shoot, his movie. You're sitting in the crowd watching the premiere, and they dissing you in the movie. You in the movie getting dissing. You got to eat it, just sitting in the crowd. Nah, nigga, they dissing you in the movie that you went to go see, bro. You ever wonder how you met Mano? Ask him how he met Mano. Mano gonna downplay because they cool now. He tried to press Mano one day because Mano first came out. He had a little record where he was saying, dissing the rappers. I don't know, he's dissing. He said nigga's name. So Jim Plus see Mano one day and was like, yo, what's up with all that saying my name? Mano said, who the fuck you talking to? Oh, you think I one of them niggas? You out your motherfucking mind? Now they the lobby boys. Every nigga that do something to put pressure on you, you sit there and work it out. But when niggas got a little genuine heart for you and all that, cool, that's the pattern. If they don't put hands on you, then you can keep going on and on and on. And I ain't promoting none of this. I think it's cool that you cool with everybody I name. You gonna be 50 next year, nigga. I'm happy that you cool. I'm not saying this to stir up no feathers. I'm not saying that to backtrack on any beef or go anything like. I think it's really cool. But the niggas who do this, you cool with, and then the niggas who try to handle it sophisticatedly, you keep going on and on like niggas give a fuck about all that shit, bro. Niggas don't care about none of that shit, my nigga. Niggas don't care a little bit, my nigga. That's first and foremost. I'm gonna wrap it up with a couple things real quick. What I'll finish with is this, man. I'm never here to downplay your character. As much as you try to degrade my character for years and push me under the bus and say, I ain't start this and I ain't do that, and you started Pink and you made the Diplomats, which is just, if people choose to believe that, then look, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you to, my nigga. Period. But at the end of the day, my nigga, I'm never trying to downplay your character. And I didn't know all this shit was going on because I was on vacation. I came back a few days ago and seen all this going on. And it's like, for instance, right? I see you post the shit, Cam let me get jumped in Rucker, this, that, and third by 8 niggas, this, that, and third. I'll let niggas tell that story however they want to tell it. I don't give a fuck. I seen the story one time when Little C's was telling the story. I mean, me and Little C's is cool. And Little C's told me he punched me in my face. Really? And me and C, I seen C's. C's, really? No, I'm not dissing C's, but no. Little C's never punched me. But if you go to his end in that story, that's what he said he did. And like I said, I ain't got no problem. I seen C's, we good. But you keep running around with these 25-year-old stories. Do you ever hear me talk about when you ran on me when BMF pulled up? When you ran in the hotel, they chased you to the beach. All them niggas, and lucky, I had my shit on me and my man JoJo, I ain't gonna say his name, Spanish nigga, you know him. The Spanish nigga who don't care about life, who was with me, is like, who all these niggas coming? I said, oh, they come this way. No, and this no disrespect, because Blue's my nigga, Meech my nigga, all that. And Blue Da Vinci just told this story on his platform or whatever platform recently. He got it 89% right. It's a little off, Blue. I'll tell it on Talk with Fleet, my perspective of what happened. But at the end of the day, I don't be out there pumping. They chased you to the beach, nigga. You was in the sand. You was getting wet from the water, from the ocean. I don't pump that. Took your rags off. Me and JoJo was laughing about that 3 months, some cool shit. Cool. I don't pump all that shit, nigga, because I ain't trying to make the great your character. You know why? Because the revolution was televised, nigga. That's why I'm here, nigga. That's why God work like that. That's why me and Murder is here, nigga. The revolution was televised, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? And I'll wrap it up real quick with this, nigga, because I'll be here for an hour. We got other shit to do. Stop tricking niggas out their freedom, bro. Because niggas get around you to put themselves in better situations, bro. Not to be in worse situations than they was before they met you. Do you understand that? I don't know if you understand that. That's why niggas come around, but then you send them on dummy missions and trick them out their freedom. Max is doing 75. I know you don't give a fuck. Jaja just wanted to be a rapper. Jaja had 10 years, my nigga. We don't know where Jeter at. Stroh is just missing. I don't know what the fuck happened to Stroh. Slicey, 12 years. His godson, that was 13 years old, 8 years. Shotty, he was trying to be 12 years. And I know you love Mel, because I love Mel Matrix. That's my brother. I love him. That's your man more than my man, and that's a fact. I'm not denying it. But you said when he come home, he gonna be the triple OG. Get that man a job, my nigga. Get him a job. He's the triple OG before he went in. Make sure he getting a job getting six digits a year. That's what it's really about. As much as that side, I don't know if they fuck with me or not. I ain't talking about this situation. You know what's gangster? Emery is gangster. Emery that had a Puma, creative, whatever the fuck he doing. It ain't even like jail back on his plate no time soon, and they ain't never going back. You know what's gangster? Biggs is gangster. Biggs come home for jail, still got a stake in Rockefeller, whatever him and Jay-Z worked out, that's cool. Or whatever, he got St. John as artist, he working with Drink Champs. That's gangster. Not throwing niggas back in the pot that eventually do something that could get them back in the same situation. And I'm not saying, man, if you got something lined up for Matrix, I'm shut the fuck up. My bad, I apologize. But I don't want that for Melly because I give a fuck about Melly. Whether he care about me like he used to or not, I still my nigga. I got love for Melly. So hopefully that'll go right. But this is going to be the last time I address this. I did this 10 years ago. A lot of people seem like this is new business. When Jim wanted to go to Rock Nation, he sat there and was crying on Funk Master Flex, saying I did this, did that. We did this whole thing 10 years ago, bro. I'm not doing this every 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Whatever you got to say after this, good luck. I wish you luck. I got other shit to do. A lot of people don't even realize the DIPSET movement was from 2001 to 2006, 7. It's 2025. What are we talking about here? If it's people interested in the stories, I dig it. I understand that. Me, from 2007 to 2025, I got other shit to do. This is not on my motherfucking plate. So I wish you all the best. I don't care what niggas say after this. I'm not addressing it no more. Believe what you want to believe because I got other things to do. You feel me, Murder? I ain't want to snap one of them old shit. But yeah, I'm good.
Can you pass me that?
Here goes some popcorn stacks.
Thanks. Definitely need it. Oh. Today, we are joined with our analyst, Michael Irvin.
I'm doing great, guys. Happy New Year to everybody. I mean, it is the new year. It's so amazing how fast that thing is gone. And we were just talking about it. Tell me how great is it when you can watch one game at a time and they come on back to back like that. You can focus and enjoy the whole meal all day. I really enjoy it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree, man. First of all, Mike, Happy New Year to you, man. We miss you, man. I hope you had a happy holidays. And yeah, I agree. I watched even Saturday. Even though it's 2 games, it was great. Back to back. Last night was great. Then tonight should be a good game. But yeah, when you try, especially somebody who's doing 3 different things or 4, I don't want to count how many jobs you got. You got to be on point. You got to be on point, so everything counts. You know, you could watch the NFL Red Zone, but they moving around a lot too. That's why I try to watch this Red Zone throughout the season, but it's still moving around a lot. But yeah, it was a joy to watch games one at a time.
Yeah, you get to see the technical things that really go on in a game, and we get to break down more of a game as opposed to bouncing from one game to another. I enjoy it all. But playoff time, because this is all good football. They're all good teams. And it's just, man, it's so incredible. Like, some people are so high, and some people you want to see. If you saw what you saw in the regular season, if it carries over, like Jaden Daniels and the way he played in the regular season, winning late. And, of course, we'll talk about it. Right. You're in the playoffs, winning late.
Yeah, it's really good to see all these Pittsburgh Steelers in here. How do you feel about it, Mike? It really feels good. To see all these Pittsburgh Steelers in here today, you know? I'm over here putting on gloves, you know? It's kind of cold out here, you know? How do you guys feel, man, to be out in the cold?
Want to get rid of Stat, y'all getting rid of your coach, Stat? Y'all want to get rid of Mike?
That's a big conversation right now. I'm not ready to let him go yet, but we're not seeing any changes, so somebody's going to have to take the heat, and it might be...
Man, it's been a long time since I had a tag team partner where I let someone else come on in, but I wouldn't mind tag team in here. We can switch mics in a heartbeat. Y'all sing ours, we'll sing y'all.
Didn't say
that. You give me Tomlin, y'all give McCarthy. Hey, man, that'd be no wonder. That's a great trade. Boy, we'll go win with that.
Oh, gosh.
Mike Tomlin wouldn't be unemployed for 90 seconds.
Hey, I'm telling you, 88 seconds.
Yeah.
The number, 88 seconds.
Yeah, they might have a job so soon. Play games if y'all want, but go ahead.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to start with what I think was the most interesting game thus far. So Jaden Daniels leads the Commanders to a win in his first playoff game, beating the Bucs 23-20 on the road. The Commanders get their first playoff win since 2005, and they will advance to play the Lions in Detroit. Mike, how did you feel about the game and then the run that Jaden Daniels is having right now?
Man, it's been incredible. It really is. And you want to see that, as I talked about. You want to see, did I see something in the preseason that I'm going to see now in the regular season? Or did I see something in the preseason that's not going to show up here in the regular season, that's not going to show up in the playoffs, excuse me. And he carried over. It was interesting because, remember, they started the season in Tampa and they lost that game. And I heard him talking about, as he said, hey, I'm a much different player that walked in here earlier this season, and I'm telling you guys, you can't imagine how much confidence that is for that young man to have stayed true to all his work, to have stayed, real focused, real directed. They talk about he comes in at 4 a.m. He's the first guy there, putting on these visual things so he can visualize the game, and then showing up and having that kind of success. And then seeing all the improvement delivered on playoff game, in a playoff game, and you get that first win. It is nothing like that. It is incredible, and they're so hyped. I love watching the locker room, how those guys be all hyped and happy, man. You can tell they're a close team. And again, it showed up. In this league, if you can win late, you can win a lot of games, and you win big-time games. And you know who he reminded me a lot of today? I know other people had to have this thought. Every time on that 3rd and 1, every time he got that ball, and he just went and made just enough play to get that first down. And I was like, boy, that sure enough reminded me of Patrick Mahomes. If he sees it, he'll take a chance at it, but he knows when to take that chance. It won't be on a 3rd or 4th down. He'll try to scoot out and run and get that first down, and let's live more downs. Brilliant play, man. I can't wait to see what is in this kid's future and his whole career. He's going to have a tough game next week, but right now, he's going to be the hero for 7 days.
You know what I hate about this, Mike? If they lose this game, all of you sitting in here will be saying about how Jaden Daniels was struggling after the first couple of games and he should be ready next year. But when things go well, it's like, oh, they're such a great team. They turned it around. When you can win late, you can win in this league. Mike, it was really just a game that they gave them. Realistically, the way I look at it, if you take what's his name, Mayfield or whatever his name, if he start playing a little bit better at the end, they win this game. They was going back to back scoring points, and it seemed like early they was kind of out of it, and for them to turn it around late is a good thing, but I'm not sold on this. Stay out next week. Enjoy your weekend, young nigga. Next week, you're out of here, man. Welcome to the big leagues,
Makes right, though, because I was ready. I was ready to come on and kill Marshawn Lynch, man. You did right. I was going to kill Marshawn Lynch for trying to take on, Marshawn Lattimore for trying to say, I'll take on Mike Evans one-on-one. And Mike Evans was putting that work in with him. Because they were thinking about saying Lattimore, You go play the number 2 receiver. Let us double team Mike Evans and help you that way. But he was like, no, I got to play him man to man. I got it. And Mike Evans was putting in that work early on. Had it not been for that jet stream, that fumble by Baker Mayfield, that Washington got that ball back, close down there. After they had stopped Washington on the goal line, this outcome could have been different.
Yeah, it would have been totally different, and we'll be sitting here having a totally different conversation. But I'm going to let y'all rock on. I'm just so happy the Steelers are not here today, and I can't wait to get to it. Pause, but, it's real cold in here, Mike. I got gloves. Killa got on fur, It's chilly in here, man. You hear me?
Enjoy the crew.
Look, I'm happy. This was the best game of the weekend for me, my personal opinion. I know everybody was
Me too.
looking at Pittsburgh and Baltimore, which we'll talk about in a few. But to me, this was the best game because I liked the resurgence of Baker Mayfield. We actually watched Baker Mayfield grow up in front of our eyes. He used to be a brat. When he first came to the NFL, he was still acting like he's in college. He was that nigga. And then the league quickly humbled his ass and told you, you're not that nigga. Then he became a journeyman to where he's bouncing to Cleveland. And I think he's in North Carolina. Then he was in LA for a minute. Then he found a nice spot in Tampa, and they looked really, really good. And you got a Pro Bowl, all-around great receiver in Mike Evans. No Godwin got hurt, but they got a good nucleus there. And I was kind of rooting for them, but I was not saying I was rooting for them more than Commanders. I was rooting for them just for the fact that, okay, Baker Mayfield finally grew up. I love Mike Evans, but he had 11 straight years of 1,000 yards. You ever do that, Mike?
Yeah.
You ever?
Yeah, what?
I'm asking.
Hell no. Hell no. Hey, give him his props, man. Only him and that dude I call Jesus in cleats has ever done that. And that's Jerry Rice, him and God has done that to me. You see what I mean? So no. And get this. We'll measure this later on. Jerry Rice did this with 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Mike Evans, he had Tom Brady for 2 years.
Right.
That's it. 2 years. So the other 9, I ain't gonna never see them chumps named nowhere else. Now Baker Mayfield, hopefully he can become, because I like Baker too.
So you trying to say,
but ain't nobody else.
So you calling Jameis Winston a chump too, huh?
No, I ain't calling him a chump, but I ain't calling him. He ain't Joe Montana or Steve Young or Tom Brady. He ain't nowhere. Yep. He can get you 40 touchdowns, dog. He just gonna give you 40 INT.
That's a fact. That's a whole fact. So with all that being said, this was a very entertaining game, and for that I was intrigued by whoever won. Put it like this, whoever won, because I became a Jane Daniels fan throughout the season too. I'm like, yo, I like this young nigga. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, I like the fun that Washington was having. It looked like a new situation. A lot of people, and I brought this up once or twice on the show before, I think winners just know how to win. And when you got Magic Johnson over there, and then you not only Magic Johnson, you got Bob Myers. A lot of people don't know that Bob Myers is doing consultation for the Washington Commanders. And people who don't know who Bob Myers is, he's the guy behind all them championships in Golden State. So for him to switch sports or even to come to football and build a winning team, even Magic Johnson, he's a winner. He's won with the Lakers. He's won with the female team for the Sparks. He's won as
Dodgers.
Yeah, I was leaving that last because that's the most recent. But as a GM. And he's also won at baseball. Now he's with the Commanders, and the Commanders have been so bad for so long that when you get new life and new energy and people who know how to win, that matters. Back to the actual game. This game was really, really good. This is probably, the best game of the weekend to me personally, because it went down to the wire. He won the game at the very end. Even to the point where I was so mad at the Commanders because they was in the red zone for 8 downs. It took them 8 downs to get a touchdown. And I was like, y'all got to run some better plays. It ain't, because they to their credit, They went for it. I was like, get the field goal, take the points, but they ended up getting a touchdown out of it. And I was like, good, I like that. But I just feel really bad for Mike Evans, but I'm really happy for Jaden Daniels. And like how Mase was just saying, get the fuck out of here, young nigga. I ain't gonna do that to him because you know why? Bo Nix is home. Bo Nix just had his first joint, his first playoff game. He got sent the fuck home. And to be honest with you, I don't like Mase with what the Chiefs did, man. I really don't. And,
here we go.
Yeah, because niggas want to rest. Niggas don't want to rest all year. They want to play all the time. But the one time that the Cincinnati Bengals could get in there, if the Broncos lose, they rest everybody. Yeah. Nigga, the one time my nigga got an opportunity, nigga said, what? If the Broncos win, if the Broncos lose, then Cincinnati could get in? Nah, keep that Joe Burrow nigga home. We already got enough. I think it was the janitors and the cleaning people in Kansas City jerseys that last game against the Broncos. I ain't seen one nigga I recognize on the field. No, we ain't got time for Joe Burrow. Nobody got time for that right now.
Nobody.
So I don't like what they did, Murder. They said, nah, leave that nigga home. He should have been playing better all year. Nah, if it's up to us if he makes the playoffs or not, because Miami lost. Cincinnati needed Miami to lose and needed the Broncos to lose. I turned the game on. I don't see one recognizable face on the motherfucker on Kansas City. But yeah, congratulations to the Commanders. But I think that the Commanders been in close games all season. Their seven of their wins came of a touchdown or less, and 4 of their losses came in a touchdown or less. So they know how to play in close games. They've been in a lot of close games this season. It paid off for them last night, and congratulations. We'll see what happens in the next round.
Facts. Agreed. So Jaden Daniels is just the 4th rookie in NFL history to win his first career playoff start on the road. And then obviously got to shout out Dan Quinn, their head coach, because he's new with the system. They've found out how to make it work. I think at this point he has an argument to be coach of the year because I'm surprised that they've been able to do so much in a short period of time. So shout out to the Commanders because you guys have a lot to look forward to, but you guys are facing the Lions. So that's definitely going to be a tough matchup. Okay, so this next game.
Yeah, shout out to Jaden Daniels.
Yeah. What did you say, Mike?
You got me wondering who the other 3. Did RG3 win on the road or did he win at home? He was one. He was a rookie that won a playoff game.
Yeah.
Right before his knee, right?
Yeah.
Was he one of those guys?
Yeah.
Start looking up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that. I'm gonna look that up too, because now you got me curious.
Yeah, I'm gonna verify for you. Yeah,
see how the others, how their careers mapped out. Because you get a win like this. Think about it, even no matter what happens going through the rest of the playoffs, you still taste the win. So and it's like they call this training technique. How they train young hunting dogs. They call it first blood. What they do, they smear the dogs in blood. They get a real taste for blood. And then that's all they want to do. So that they become hunter dogs. They want to hunt because they call that first blood. That's what this dude has got. Today, that was first blood. To win that first game, to get that feeling. And there's so much growth between the first year and second year. So I'm curious to see if you take that, even if you lose the second week, and you take that growth and that confidence into all season, what careers come of that? I'm going to get that information. That you cracked my cranium and you fertilized my brain. Now I'm curious and I'm gonna look deeper into that. So that'd be interesting. I'll get that stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking because it just says he's the first rookie QB to lead his team to a road win since Russell Wilson beat Washington and RG3 in 2012. So looking for the rest of the names. So
Russell Wilson might be one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know about RG3 though.
Yeah.
RG3, Russell Wilson. We probably got 2 right there. We probably got 2. Somebody will hit us with the 3rd. They always listen. They hit us with the 3rd.
Yeah. Crack my cranium. That's extensive vocab that has not reached me yet, Mike. Okay, so the Steelers lost to the Ravens 28-14. The Ravens will advance to play the Buffalo Bills in the AFC divisional playoff game. Mike, how do you feel about the Steelers' loss, and how do you feel about the Ravens moving forward?
Well, the Steelers' loss has just been what they were trying to find the whole season. The surprise was the beatdown that Derrick Henry laid on the run game early on in that game. I mean, Lamar didn't even need to really use his arm. He just handed the ball off. And that was the surprise. Watching Derrick Henry handle that Pittsburgh defense like that. You know, he came back in the second half and played much better. But as they close out the year, you go back to remember that lady asking Mike Tomlin, like, are you worried about this being a slide? He said, no, this was one game. I mean, that was a cliff dropper. That one game, woof, that was it. After they lost that one, the game, they asked, are you going to lose the rest of these games to end the season? And he lost, 3 or 4 in a row to lose that season, to lose that game, to get out of the playoffs. This is going to be interesting because I thought they had an incredible season, Pittsburgh, an incredible season. Masterful job by Mike Tomlin, moving in and out of the quarterback situation, trying to give his team maximum opportunity. And you saw in that second half when that Pittsburgh started clicking up the field with the passes and making those plays that they started moving the offense and everything, but they still made some bad plays. Now, Baltimore, I want to say this because Baltimore getting ready to go to Buffalo, and then I have to look at Kansas City or whoever. If the Texans knock off Kansas City, that'll be another story we'll talk about. But Baltimore, they came out playing great, but they gave them a chance. They gave Pittsburgh a chance. Russell and the Steelers offense couldn't capitalize on that chance that they gave them in the third quarter. You do that against Buffalo or Kansas City, Baltimore, you're going to lose those games. So they got to start fast and continue to play aggressively and play that way the whole game. But I thought Lamar played a great game decision-making wise. It's always easier when you turn around and say, hey, big fella, take this and run over a few of them niggas and go. And that's what they were doing.
Oh, man, I've been waiting for this day all year,
Right.
I really been waiting for this day all year. I mean, it's so sad that they couldn't make it past a wild card game. I think that's wild. If we can pan the stat and we can pan to White for a moment and Papa Stat, wherever you are right now, we're praying for you. We had everybody at the church praying for Papa Stat. Papa Stat, we really hope you get well. We know you're looking forward to next year. But the Steelers, where do we start? I'm not sure if Justin Fields wouldn't have given you the same outcome. You play Russell Wilson for what? I mean, Stat, are y'all ready to throw the quarterback away? Are we getting rid of Mike Tomlin? All this great quarterback, this great the points he put up on the team. He didn't get a score until second half, third quarter. You can't play like that when it counts, man. And then you got the coach that's supposed to make all these adjustments. He's one of the greatest coaches. We're not gonna not trust anything when it comes to Mike Tomlin. Stat, do you still trust Mike Tomlin?
Yes, I trust Mike Tomlin.
Right.
Like, he's a great coach. He's great at what he does. We just got some internal problems.
They got ran off the field. I mean, that's what it looked like to me as a football novice. It looked like they just got ran off the field. They was just out there with a team that was much better than them. They really didn't have any answers for Baltimore. I didn't expect them to beat Baltimore. Maybe y'all did. Did you expect them to win, White?
Definitely. I thought we could beat that. I thought we could beat, especially with Zay Flowers not being in the game. I thought the Steelers would focus on the run, and that just didn't happen. So I was extremely disappointed. I was extremely disappointed.
And you Stat? Did y'all?
I agree. I thought that this was the game that we were going to have, this wild card round, especially like you said with Zay Flowers.
So that's why you were blue?
No, this is just like debut. We're back, but we're not back, but we're back.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long off season, but you got to make some adjustments.
Yeah. Let Cam go. Thoughts?
I told niggas this. I was just a little bit late. I was off by about 2 or 3 weeks. I told niggas this. I sat here in this seat and I say, yo, y'all enjoy yourself. Y'all have fun because y'all are gonna have a mean downslide. And then when niggas got to like 10 wins, you're like, where's the downslide? I'm like, all right, y'all are winning.
10-2.
Yeah, nigga, I was like, yo, I told niggas this. It ended exactly how I said it. It was just a couple weeks late. I said, y'all enjoying yourself now. Y'all gonna have a bad end of y'all season. And it wasn't just this loss. They went into the playoffs, murder. They lost 4 games straight going into the playoffs. Yeah. I told niggas this was gonna happen week 4 of 5. I said, enjoy yourself. Papa Stat texted me, talking about, you got your popcorn ready before the game and all this shit? Yo, my nigga. He can text me and I got my popcorn ready. Yeah. I text him back the next day. I say, you all right? Nigga said, yeah, we good. We just getting ready for next season. Yo, my nigga. You ain't gonna brush this long. You ain't gonna, Papa say, you're not gonna brush off. You not gonna. He said, my wife just was sitting here asking Cam ain't talking shit to you. Because I gave him a day because it hurts when you're that loyal. It really hurts. And for those, we've been on vacation for a while, so I'm gonna bring a little people up to speed. Stat took her father to the Steelers game for Christmas. It was a great Christmas gift.
Great Christmas.
You know, I don't think they calculated the cold being from Tampa.
That was different.
Papa Stat said he had an electrical jacket on and all that shit. He said he had some shit you could plug in, he said. And all that shit. So when I'm looking at Stat's Instagram, in her story, all I see is Kansas City. She's not posting nobody from the Steelers. In her story is Patrick Mahomes, Kelly. I'm like, this your team, but you're posting the stars from the other team. All right, I dig it. She worked her way to the field, which was dope. I like that. After they lose, Papa Stat hits me and says, Stat found something out that we may not have been paying attention to this whole time. And
what was that?
And that we got to, and Treasure, you don't call it, Treasure found something out that we got to start paying attention to, and she's probably right. I said, all right, well, what is it? It's that we don't think that Russell Wilson is really 5'11". He's more like 5'9". Yeah. And he can't see over the defense. Yeah. So he's having a problem seeing over the defense.
Over the line.
And I say, word. So now niggas got a problem. So this is a nigga who went to 2 Super Bowls, won one of them. He actually should have won 2 if Pete Carroll ain't make that dumbass call.
Yeah.
He's probably, so I know he gets shorted on that second Super Bowl. That really wasn't his fault. That was a bad play call. But he's a Super Bowl champion. He was good in week 9 when y'all had him. He was doing just fine. Mike Tomlin made the right decision. Listen, if he's going to win, because you know why? Justice Fields is not really moving the ball up the field. That's what y'all Steelers fans was telling us. We're winning games, but the ball isn't really being moved up the field. And Russell Wilson can get the ball moved up the field. So that's why this is smart. And then what they're going to say is, but you got to make adjustments. Okay, we get it. You can't just be swapping quarterbacks. This ain't basketball where you can sub a nigga in. Niggas got to get reps throughout the week. You got to get continuity with wide receivers, tight ends, etc. This ain't just sub a nigga in. So when y'all just want to be taking Russell Wilson out and putting Justin Fields in, no, y'all said y'all was cool with it. Mike Tomlin rolled out with it. It ended just how I said it was going to end. Now everybody's sitting in here with the IE ass face.
Oh my God. What?
But they discovered that on Christmas when Stat took that he's too short to see over the offensive line. But guys, y'all Steelers fans, y'all can tell us what happened. You and White, and I'm good.
Well, I have a lot of things to say.
Last thing I'll say before you go is this, because I know you got you're a real Steelers fan perspective, and I know y'all working on next year 17 hours after y'all lost. But the last thing I'll say is this, and is that when Pickens did his interview, wide receiver for Pittsburgh.
Georgia.
What's that?
You said George
Pickens, right.
Yeah.
Yes, I Pickens. Yeah, George Pickens. They asked him 2 questions. They said, did you see any growth throughout the year? And how did it go? He said, yeah, I see some growth throughout the year. I think that we had some sparks and some moments. And he said, are you optimistic about the future? He said, nah. Just like that. He said, nah. So I don't know what his contract is like, or the 1-year deal that Russell Wilson or where Mike Tomlin is. But if I guess your go-to wide receiver saying he's not optimistic, where does that leave you guys? Because he said that live on TV. Are you optimistic? Nah. He wasn't rude about it either. He just got his opinion. Ball in your court.
You got to take the moment, though. Right. You got to go ahead, but you got to take the moment. I guess he was in. And before you go, let me tell you, there's an old saying that I've always attached to me playing football. Like if I'm going to see you twice a year, I used to think about this. You know, if I want to beat a man, I attack his weakness. If I want to break him, I attack his strength. That's what was so hard watching Pittsburgh. Your strength got attacked, so it was looking like you were broken. There's no way you were supposed to run the ball on Pittsburgh's defense like that. Like they started the game and showed that kind of dominance. And that's why I believe George Pickens said, man, I don't know where we go. They ran the ball right down our throat. We don't usually see anybody like that. Or did he mean, I don't know where we go. If Russ leaves, I don't know about that dude Justin Fields. I was like, he can't throw a ball to me. You see what I mean? Either one of them, you could tell the team was broken because they got their strength attacked.
And one more thing, Mike, is that you're absolutely right. I wanted to bring it up because one drive, they had 13 plays and they ran the ball all 13 times for a touchdown between 2 niggas. Like, my nigga, they picked them niggas apart. Last thing, I know I said last thing, but this is the last thing because Murder been here with me the whole time. And you've been here too, Mike, majority of the time, but you probably don't know as much as me and Murder know. Is that, as a matter of fact, you was down with that shit too, Mike, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it. After he knew Dallas wasn't going to win, then he started going to Pittsburgh. But I wasn't even talking about that part. He definitely was on some Pittsburgh shit. He acted like he knew Papa Stat for years, all type of shit. But I wasn't going to go to the overall thing. I was going to the part, Murder, when Papa Stat, Mike, Stat, White was saying, we got Baltimore number. They know not to play with us. Every time go look at Lamar Jackson numbers. When he play against us, he don't do shit. He don't do nothing against us. Them niggas, he know what time it is when Lamar Jackson get here. They go look it out. And Lamar Jackson doesn't have the best record, but he showed up at the right time to bust y'all ass because y'all was saying like, we the Lamar Jackson killers over here, nigga. That's what we do. We kill Lamar Jackson.
I remember that. I remember that. That's when Mike had the yellow pillows behind him. Trying to wear black and yellow.
Yeah, man.
He had the mustard pants on, Paul's Mike.
Yeah, and then the first game when they played divisional game, the Steelers won the first game and niggas come in like, tried to tell y'all niggas, yeah, we beat y'all. That's what we do to Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Stat, you could bring your Raven jersey out now.
I don't have a Ravens jersey. That was my friend's. That is my friend's jersey. It was not mine. That never happened. Got a lot of things to say. So one, obviously the Ravens won fair and square. Okay, I know at first we thought we had a chance. They just played better than us. They are the better team than us right now. I understand that. I can be unbiased. The Steelers have a lot of things to figure out. One, I still think Mike Tomlin is a great head coach. I don't want to get rid of him, even though that's a lot of the conversations right now. But one, I'm so ready to jump ship off the Russell Wilson ship. I know I keep going back and forth. Do I want him? Do I not? No, I'm over it. I've seen enough. When I did take my dad to that game in Pittsburgh, first of all, that was a great core memory. We had a great time. Shout out to the NFL for helping us coordinate that. Russell Wilson is short. I know he has a ring. I get it. He's 5'11". They lie about their heights because height comparison, he's just as tall as Bryce Young and Kyler Murray, and we saw how their team is done. So even just with him being that height, I know he can't help it, but it's a problem. He can't see, and we've seen that every single play they had. They weren't passing the ball. He's running the ball, rushing it, passing it to Najee Harris. That's a problem. We need another quarterback. Justin Fields, let me finish.
Yeah, let her go,
Justin Fields, I don't know how I feel about him either. 2, love George Pickens as a playmaker, but at the same time, we have a wide receiver issue. We're not making big plays. We need a spark in our offense. We ain't doing enough, okay? I talked my shit about the Ravens because, yes, the Ravens do not have a good record against us, but yeah, if they're choosing how to, and if they're figuring out how to show up in big moments, they have the upper hand, and I can only give that to them because we're only going to get worse if we can't figure it out. I feel like we've lost that fear that other teams used to have, and that's a bad point to be at right now. So we have a lot to rebuild. We have a lot to work on. I understand that. It is what it is, and I need to stop making bets because there are so many people expecting things from me now because I was talking a lot of smack, as I should because that's my team.
That's right.
But I'm done. Give me a good couple months. Give me till summer to see how things are going, to see what they do in the offseason before I make more bets. I ain't doing it no more. Before I continue.
You'll be back.
We'll be back. You too.
My thing is this, though. My thing is this. Russell Wilson had 270 yards, and he was 20 for 29. He didn't play bad.
It's not. I just don't think he's good enough for us right now. I think he's great as a whole.
What's your posture watching yesterday's game as the game's going on? Do you throw things in the house? Do you yell at the TV?
I yell a lot.
Yeah.
I yell a lot. I don't throw things.
Yeah.
I like my house to be nice. I do yell a lot. I be calling people. People be calling me. I hate that. Stop calling me. And my phone going to be turned off. The DMs, the calls, the FaceTimes. I told you so. I'm over it. That's why I'm done with the bets.
Nah, we
Did you unfollow? Did you unfollow?
I don't unfollow. That's petty, but...
Nah, we throwing.
I say what I gotta say.
So you don't answer. Wait. Do you don't answer? You don't answer the calls. Do you answer the calls when you up? Like you up 25-10. Hey, what's up? You losing? You talking about? Oh, why they calling?
I do go a little back and forth. Like they know. Anybody can tell you. I gotta just turn my phone off because I can't do it. And last thing I will add, like I said, our defense is good, but we really just need to work on the offense. We need to be putting up more points. That's not enough. I think a lot of the teams right now are a lot more flashy. They're putting up more points. Offense is doing well. We need to work on that. So once we work on that, I'm going to say what I can say.
I think the mentality wasn't there. Like Steelers is a team where we supposed to be running the ball, controlling the clock. None of that was happening. Our defense was on the field the whole game. And then, like I said, I don't even think the focus should have been stopping the run and making Lamar Jackson throw the ball. And that definitely didn't happen. So
yeah, couldn't do it with Lamar, couldn't do it with Derrick Henry.
Yeah. So and then, the quarterback thing is an issue. Russell didn't, he didn't play so bad, but I think it was just more of the mentality of the Steelers. That wasn't the steel curtain yesterday. I don't know what that was. That was crazy. So I think in the offseason...
The shower curtain?
It's the shower curtain. It was...
Y'all acting like Derrick Henry ain't the best running back in the league.
What happened?
Y'all acting like Derrick Henry is not the best running back in the league.
No, we're not acting like that at all. I'm saying...
Y'all act like the quarterback is...
It's different when you hand the ball...
He's not an MVP type quarterback.
When you hand the ball off to Derrick Henry and there's nobody there on defense.
Don't nobody want to tackle Derrick Henry.
Man, this is the NFL. Cam Hayward he played his heart out. And, he's the veteran, but it's like I said, it got to be the mentality, man. It got to be more of a urgency, and I didn't see that yesterday.
Yeah, let me just say,
been lacking at the past couple of games.
I want to see Mike Tomlin with the conventional offense. I do. I want to see him what Russ gave you guys this year was decision making, and he gave you the up the field stuff or the screen routes. Cam just talked about it, 20 for 29, you threw 270 yards. Oh, it was good. But all of those plays were either here because you cannot see the intermediate area of the football field, lights that we're just talking about. Right. So I'm losing all the 15 to 20 yard in routes. It's either a 40-yarder or the handoff. and you need to play with the rest of that defense that you're going against and get some more 15 to 20-yard plays that'll drop those linebackers back and let Najee Harris and Warren run the ball. Those guys are up tight on the line of scrimmage because they know the only passing game you got is the deep ball to George Pickens, and we don't know if George want to go pick it up because Pickens, we don't know. So that's what they need, So it just need a more conventional offense.
Yeah,
y'all are putting a lot of time into this losers, man. For real. Can we move on, Mike?
Move on. I've been ready. It's good. And Mike, good wordplay.
I'll be honest with you. They need to soak in it.
We're done. I don't have nobody to root
They
for.
need to soak in it. I'm not even particularly in a rush to get over as much shit as they was talking. It's therapy for these
when they was
niggas.
making the 40-yard plays, everybody was talking about when Russ is in there. We're just a better team. You remember who said that?
Yeah.
We're just a better team the way he moves the ball down the field.
Yeah, man.
Lost today.
Yeah, I mean, if the time's up for this segment, it's up, but I'm not in a rush. Let them soak. Let them soak.
Yeah, what are the things you would change, Stat? What would you change about the Steelers?
I said that. We got to change the quarterback. I'm over Russell Wilson. I'm over it. I'm over
Quarterback?
Yes. And then we need a wide receiver.
Yes. We need some offensive pieces.
Yo, so time out real quick. Y'all niggas need offense. You need a quarterback and a wide receiver. Like,
you gotta. No, I'm saying wide receiver because our number one receiver is George Pickens.
Yes.
The number two is a question mark.
Yeah.
It's either
Calvin.
Jefferson,
Calvin Austin.
Mike Williams, Calvin Austin. Our rookie wide receiver was hurt the whole season, which is crazy. Our tight end is pretty good, but we need a number two legit wide receiver. And we need a better quarterback. I mean,
I don't even think Pickens all that, if you ask me.
That's a big conversation. And people a lot of people are starting to say, I don't really know.
He's dope, but he needs a duo. We need a duo. You're not gonna just win with just him.
Yeah. Fair. Noted. It is what it is. Okay, next game. I'm feeling some type of way. Okay.
And we need a duo was crazy, though. But
oh, my God. Pause.
Okay, so the Eagles, they took care of business, beating the Packers 22-10. Mike, at any point, did you think that the Packers could have won this game, and how are we feeling about the Eagles right now?
Well, if the Packers had Christian Watson and then they just kept losing people, losing key players and losing wide receivers, I thought they would have had a much better chance because I was surprised at the rust that was on the Eagles offense. I was worried because we asked the question on TV, are you going to be worried about the rust? I said, no, I'm not worried about the quarterback Jalen Hurts being rusty. I'm worried about him running, because he was coming out of concussion protocol. And running is the base in the base for their offense. But he looked pretty good running the football. I thought he took some hits that I thought he wasn't going to take today. But that passing game was rusty, and they got to get more opportunities to the big fella, A.J. Brown. If they would have caught any other team today, Philadelphia, they would have been going home. Green Bay was just too banged up right now to take advantage of that rusty offense by attacking the Eagles' defense. So that was a good win for them. What I thought about, though, guys, was, okay, they don't look the same. You know why? Because they broke mentality. They came in and said, okay, we're going to stop going for the rushing record right now. So once you broke that mentality, now you're not in the same groove. Detroit went into San Francisco saying, we don't care if we don't need this game. We're in a good groove. We're going to go whoop that ass. And that's what they did. And then they whooped the next team's ass. And then they got a chance to chill out. They whooping everybody. But because they kept the same mentality going into that week 18, week 17, week 18, and then ready to play in the playoffs next week. That's why I said, well, that was good for the Commanders, but when they see Detroit next week, it's going to be different because that mentality is there. That's what I thought with the Eagles, and they got to get back on track. are they going to be sitting down next week at home also?
I think from the opening kickoff, we kind of know that Green Bay wasn't going to win this game. It seems so like simple to say, but I don't think any of us thought that Green Bay was going to beat the Eagles. Now, once the Eagles move forward, they're going to have more tougher opponents that they probably are going to have to play much, much better against. A.J. Brown played well. I mean, just looking at him reading a book in between the plays is just letting you know that it's a cakewalk. That's really, once I saw him reading a book, I pretty much turned off the game and then came back to it only to find out that what I thought was true. This wasn't a game I really watched. Is not a team I really wanted to see. I'm looking forward to the champs, and I'll see you guys, come February, I look forward to you guys. I'm inviting all of you out to the Super Bowl party.
Oh gosh.
It'll be Kansas City. We had a trophy up here, and I'm looking forward to the popcorn. Popcorn time, confetti. Y'all wouldn't know about that though.
Why not? We got about a lot of rings.
You wouldn't know about that.
You know about that.
Them old rings. We talking about new rings, new jewelry. See what Killa got on his neck? New jewelry, man. Not them old rings, man.
I'm sitting this one out.
Things you sing about, bring them out.
Yeah, old jewelry, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Mike made a great point. This Philly team that I watched yesterday reminded me of the week 3 or 4 when we were saying, are they going to be like that? And I think Philly hit a stride throughout this season when we were like, okay, they're looking like the Philly from a couple years ago. And Mike made a great point because Mike knows this better than anybody sitting in this room. At least when it comes to football or professional football, is momentum. And that carries in a lot of different things. And when he said that, that made a lot of sense to me. Jalen Hurts didn't look like Jalen Hurts he'd been looking before he got the concussion situation. But they did do enough to win. Will that carry over to next week? We'll see. But I thought Saquon Barkley did well. Devontae Smith played well. They only targeted AJ 3 times. He had 1 catch for 10 yards. I just didn't think that they were the Philly team that I seen the last 3-4 weeks. Let's say week 11 through 15, because they looked like they was a full head of steam. They was looking really good. But they won. And when you're in the NFL in a wild card weekend, a win's a win. We sat there and talked about the Washington game when we first came on. That field goal hit the pole, pause. Like, my nigga, if you would have missed that field goal, the fucking nigga. You know what I'm saying? So you get a win how you could get a win. The Packers, they played as good as they could play, I guess, in this for this season. The reason I was kind of rooting for the Packers, not saying I like the Packers better than the Eagles better than the Packers, either or. It didn't matter to me who won the game. But I was kind of rooting for the Packers. It's because Aaron Rodgers be acting like a little bitch sometime. Like, you know what I'm saying? We already know the dark, the light, the offensive line fault, the head coach got to go, bring my man here, this, that, and the third. So even with the Packers and Jordan Love losing the first round, still way better than what Aaron Rodgers did this year with the Jets. So congratulations to y'all, Green Bay, because you went further than Aaron Rodgers went. And I think he left there with y'all and him with a bad taste pause in both of you guys' mouths. So I'm happy that you guys actually got to the playoffs. It would have been dope to see you get farther and further and then see what Aaron Rodgers' response would that be. He's probably in the dark now, so we wouldn't get a response from him. But that would have been dope. That was the pure reason I was rooting for Green Bay.
Got it. And then
Yeah, the interesting camp, that's so funny bringing it up because I didn't think about that. Right. They have. First 2 games, first 2 seasons under Jordan Love, they've been in the playoffs.
Right.
And it's been horrific for Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Horrific those last 2 seasons
for
Aaron Rodgers. One last thing I want to address, though, before we move, because Mase brought it up, and I think it's going to be more of a help than a hindrance to the Philadelphia Eagles, because everybody will be talking about A.J. Brown reading this book on the sideline, which I thought was a great thing and not a bad thing. And everybody's like, oh, you read the book, you read the book.
Right.
And I'm thinking, and this is true, y'all, this is true. He is trying to control his own emotions to make sure he's not the reason that they take focus off winning the game.
Right.
I thought that was great. So some people misread that, and they'll give them what they need now to bring them back to that mentality that I was talking about earlier.
Right.
It's us against the world. Right. Every team at this stage finds something to say it's us against the world to make sure that mentality is there as you going into the playoffs. And I think this thing right here may help. Because I thought he handled it well. I really did, and I was proud of him. And if you need to read books, you say, nigga, do not act the fool. 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 Read. What I'm saying. Keep reading. You know what I'm saying? I got no problem with that.
Right.
We're going to go to break. When we return, we will talk about Gelo's new song. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of the day. Today, the Vikings will play the Rams. Underdog has Justin Jefferson at 87.5 receiving yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
Higher.
Higher.
Okay, Matthew Stafford's at 1.5 passing touchdowns. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
I'm going to go higher because, look, when you know what? We'll get into that later when after. I'll rather talk about it later. But, yeah, I'm going to go higher.
Yeah, I'm going higher too.
Okay, Puka Nakua's at 2.5 rushing yards. Do you have him higher or lower, Mase?
Yeah, higher.
What's the number?
2.5 rushing yards for Puka Nakua.
He a receiver, that's what I'm saying. He gonna get some yards. I don't know about rushing yards. That's the trick question right there. Fuck is he doing rushing? Now I'm gonna go no lower.
Okay. First, I do just want to say, so this game is being played in Arizona due to the LA wildfires. So we're hoping that everyone is staying safe. We are praying for you and hoping that everyone is okay. I know it's a lot going on in LA, so our hearts are with all of you guys out there right now. Okay. And then if you guys like these picks, remember you always get a free pick if you're not already on Underdog. So make sure to support the show, sign up now, and you can make your picks too. We are joined back with our analyst, Michael Irvin.
Yo, Mike, I know we got one thing. I want to ask you one question real quick because we only got one more topic before you wrap it. But I want to ask you a quick question because I know you're not back with us until Thursday. What do you think about Sam Darnold's performance? Of course, we know he's played like shit last week, and that was a playoff environment. Do you think he shook when it comes to games, big mentality games, or do you think that he got that out his system and he'll play like he's been playing throughout the regular season?
Well, what Minnesota, what they did to him last week, talking about Detroit when they won that last game, Detroit did to him. Detroit was smart. And we didn't get a chance to talk about this, so I'm glad you gave him an opportunity. They were coming up the field when they rushed, but they made sure they got somebody right in front of Sam's face. They didn't let him step up in the pocket and make those throws. And that's what got him in trouble. Now, is that a formula that has given Sam's problem? Because you go back to that game, you saw all those throws were high. He was missing Justin Jeff. Guys were open.
Right.
Guys were open against Detroit, but he kept throwing the ball high because they were coming in his face, and he done reset and the ball goes high. Now, everybody, you can have a formula, but you got to know how. You got to have the players to incorporate that said formula. Right. And you got to understand. Detroit, who lost Aiden Hutchinson, doesn't have their main blitzer or rusher. What they did a lot of TEs. That means tackle ends. When they start rushing, then they switch spots. And the end comes up the middle, and he was throwing Sam off. You're going to see the Rams do some of that to make sure, Sam, did you study this? Did you get over? Are you better at this? Because they'll do it until you prove to them that you can complete a pass with that happening. But, yeah, this is the game for Sam. I think the Detroit game was a tough game. It was in Detroit. You were going to lose that game, even though it was a big game and people were going to hold it against you. But, Sam, you got to come up with a game like this to get over the hump and say you can win in the playoffs. It was a time that Matthew Stafford was in the same position because he needed to show that he can win in a playoff atmosphere in a big game, and he did that and went all the way to the Super Bowl. So it's been done before. But, yeah, that's Sam's test today. You got to show that you can, whatever they did to you that caused you a problem last time you played, you got to show that you graduated from that problem early on today.
Mike, you still never answered the question, Mike. I just asked you if he's going to play.
But I got technical on. You asked me.
I appreciate
about the situation.
I always appreciate the knowledge, but I need an answer after the knowledge. Is he going to play this week like he played last week, or is he going to play better this week?
Well, I'm saying I think he plays better. I think he plays better. Detroit, because now the Rams, if they still had big boy Aaron Donald, and I said, man, y'all get y'all money, man. You would put it on Aaron Donald, because he can't have people coming up the middle giving him those problems. But Aaron Donald is sitting home counting his money. So, yeah, he's going to have a chance tomorrow.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
This would be the greatest. I think this would be a great game because I think these two teams are evenly matched. But you're trying to ask me, you're predicting what Sam's going to be off of what Sam was with another team. This is the first big moment. He lost last week against Detroit because that was just overmatched. They're not overmatched.
No, Mike. So what I'm saying is this. To me, this is not his first big moment. Last week was a big moment because last week was a bye. Last week wins the division. Last week to get you not to play this week. So last week was it wasn't not to not go to the playoffs, but it was a big moment, and that's why I was asking you, what do you think?
You're asking him last week to pull up his team and make his team. It's not even just him surviving the big moment. He had an inferior team. In order to prove that he survived the big moment, he had to pull his whole damn team up. His team wasn't better than the team they were playing. That's what I'm trying to say. His team is better than the team they're playing, or at least tantamount, equal to. Now, his job is to pull his own ass up. Now, I can measure him now. You see, I couldn't measure him last week because even if he pulled himself up, wasn't going to be good enough. Your team ain't good enough. I knew you were going to lose that game. And now what I need to do, what I need to see is you play good in the team win because you got a team evenly matched. Then I'll see if you can take that next step where you play good and raise your team up over a team that's better than you. Man, hey, boy, this is as good as Albert Einstein teaching.
Oh, my. Albert Einstein.
Is your question answered? Pretty much. Okay. So, gonna have y'all finish the lyric to see if y'all can get it. Mike, you included. So, I might swerve, bend that corner. Y'all know it?
Whoa.
Mike, did you know it?
Gino.
They got it. Did you know it?
No, I didn't know it.
You ain't heard that? I might swerve, bend that corner.
Whoa, Murder ain't know what going on.
Jello popping.
I like Jello single. I like Jello. Let me get the camera. Because I see niggas like Cam, Jello gonna prove you wrong. I never said Jello can rap. I said he can't play basketball. You should have been starting this shit. Jello, I like the single. I like it. You know I'm from the 2000s. You sound like you was down with Cash Money. Juvie, BG, Lil Wayne, Baby, Manny Fresh. That sound like your lane. Now look, you should have been doing the soundtrack to your brother's life. You would have been up right now. Super duper up. I think you should focus on that. I think and your lyrics in between the hooks, you can work on them, but your hooks sound like you got a good hook game, and that's what matters, man. The hook matters. Leave that basketball shit alone, man. Get in the studio. You still young enough for that.
Okay, well, to keep.
Would you manage him? Would you sign him?
Look, got to LeVar. LeVar say he the best rapper ever. That's why I love LeVar. LeVar say, best rapper ever. I love that nigga LeVar, man.
Well, Mike, I'm going to get you up to speed because for those who don't know, so basically Gelo, one of the Ball brothers, he dropped a song called Tweaker. So that's why he said, I must swerve in that corner. Whoa. Yeah.
Right. Oh, and they put that in. I saw it, and they put that in that news report, that weather report.
Oh yeah, the weatherman did do it too. It's been going crazy viral everywhere, and basically this got him his first slot on the lineup for Rolling Loud LA. So,
oh man, yo, see, put that basketball down, nigga. Put that shit. Fuck that. Fuck that basketball. That ain't for you. You should have been doing this, nigga. Gelo. What's his rap name?
Gelo.
Okay, Gelo. I'm supporting it. I like the front. I haven't heard of your other songs, but I like the chorus. I'm digging it. Fuck that basketball shit. You got the other brothers doing that, man.
Yeah, you in good company of basketball players that make great rappers.
No, Mercy. This we fucked it up. He's a good rapper. He's a. No. We talking. You can't include basketball players in this because he's not a basketball player. Let's keep him in the rap lane, the music shit. Focus on the music. You can't go Dame Lillard, Mount Bridges. No.
That's how young niggas do though. Killer, they get one thing and niggas start putting them with the goats.
No, what I'm saying is you putting him with basketball players who can rap, but he's not a basketball player. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't about the lyrics. It's about, you can't put him with the basketball players who rap. He's just a rapper now.
All right.
Yeah. Fuck that. It's too late for everything else.
That. Okay, the last thing, basically, Boozy and Moneybagg Yo said they want to hop on the song, so there's a lot of traction. Shout out Gelo.
That's what's up, John. I'm proud of you, nigga. I know you mad at my little take of your basketball shit, but
you pushed them in the right direction. Pause.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get the credit.
Yeah, we pushed them in the right direction.
Yeah, man, we ain't gonna get the credit, man. Congratulations, though, man.
That's fire. Okay, well, with that being said, Mike, it was a pleasure to have you.
Good seeing you, Mike.
Too, man. I can't wait. This is going. Hey, I'm telling you, it's 2025 gonna be right. It's going to be a great year. You guys too, for you too, Stat. I mean, for us, Cowboys, they're going to get right.
You take Cowboys.
Where do we get there?
The Cowboys come from?
The Steelers and the Cowboys?
Well, I'm just saying, all I'm saying is,
goodness, Mike.
It's good to have people out with me. Now I'm not the only one out.
Good.
So we both got to be in the ditch.
Come on, out with me.
Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all been out though.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. We are not at the same spot.
If you go out first, you go out last. Your ass went out and you didn't get the ring. Come on out here. You're out with me. If misery wants company, I need company. Bring your ass on out here with me. That's what I'm saying. That's all. All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all Thursday.
All right, Mike. Good seeing you, man.
Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, it is what it is.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. 2 Big Macs, like when they doing them 2 for $5.